essentially, with the Messiah, it was something new. It was an oratorio. I mean, he'd written some oratorios before Messiah. But can you explain for our viewers the difference between an oratorio and an opera?
There's not a lot. Well, it comes in the word oratorio comes from the Latin root meaning to pray, and also to speak in public, to orate, oration, and that sort of word. So basically, an oratorio is a work based on a sacred subject. All of Handel's 28 other oratorios are based on stories from the Old Testament. They had characters like operas. Individual singers took each part. They spoke to each other, they spoke to the audience during the performance in the way they did in opera. There were no costumes, no sets, and no long rehearsal periods. It was sung in English, which made it understandable by the audience, unlike Italian opera, because the English people in those days didn't speak a lot of Italian. He also didn't have to import expensive Italian superstar sopranos and tenors to perform them. So it was a lot cheaper for him. And the only big difference musically is that the role for the chorus is much more important in an oratorio than it is in an opera. Usually some of his operas have no chorus, or it's fairly perfunctory. But in this, the chorus can be characters. They can be an army of one side and an army of the other side as well. But they do fulfill like the idea of a Greek chorus in a Greek tragedy, that they fill the audience in on a lot of the background of what's happening as well. So that's the basic difference. I mean, Handel didn't change the style of opera he wrote. They would equate to a concert performance of an opera, where the singers just stand up in their concert dress and sing an opera. So to all extents and purposes, they are religious operas done without any costumes, because it was not allowed at that time to portray biblical characters on the stage.
Religious, but still quite dramatic, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They are very, very much dramatic pieces. And you know, the Messiah was performed 36 times by Handel in his lifetime. He conducted it never in a church. It was always in a concert hall as a money-making event for him.